COVID played havoc on the grade 12 engineering classes this year. Most of the time, we had to do it from home, which is kind of difficult when it comes to robotics and electrical engineering. But the amazing students of this year's grade 12 classes pushed through, persevered against all odds, and built some amazing projects. And this is a celebration of those. They did this at home, many times without any soldering irons, many times without the library of electronics components that they have in class, always without their peers to bounce ideas off, and without a teacher right there to give them some hands-on assistance. So amazing work, and I just want to celebrate that.
This is my COVID-proof helmet here, a welding helmet. I know there's a big hole at the bottom, but I didn't have time to get the mesh on that I was originally planning to. So in between this big mess of wires, in there is a fan connected to a button and a potentiometer. Up here is where the fan actually is, and hot glued and taped above it is this disposable mask mesh. So that's going to act as a filter, so that it is COVID proof, and there's going to be some airflow inside the helmet.
So to show it in action, I'm going to stand about 8 feet that way, throw a ball into the screen. Radar gun is sitting right there. We're going to see what number we get. For reference, I did this about a week ago, almost the exact same drill, and I got around 87. So we'll see what we get. Oh, we got 88 on the gun.
One habit that I have is procrastination, and to counter that, I made an anti-procrastination box for your phone. It asks for the number of minutes on the LCD, and we have 3 buttons here. So the middle button lets you add 1 to the counter each time you press it. Bottom one lets you decrease 1. So we're going to keep it 1 minute, and the black button lets you go further. Lets you go to the next step, I mean. So let's press the black button, and then it asks for the number of hours. Again, middle button lets you go up and down. Bottom button lets you go down 1. So we're gonna keep it 0 for now for the hours, since we don't want this to go on forever. Then once the black button presses, the lid will close like that, and the timer will begin. As you can see, we have number of hours, number of minutes, and number of seconds.
This one here is an Arduino controlled motion capture camera with facial recognition attached to a stepper motor so it can track you as you wheel around.
Is Randy the Rich, and he plays Monopoly. Alright, let's see if Randy will buy a property. He's gonna pass. So, notice how his eyes go crossed out and his smile becomes more of a frown. The servo motor also moves to indicate that he's done his turn. So that would be a thumbs up if he was connected to a robot.
Click 1, 2, and 3. Pours out the drink. There you go, for 5 seconds. And then to switch to the other one, does the same. For both 5 seconds. And then making a, well, example, a certain cocktail or drink of some sorts. But for now, we'll have green food colored water.
This one is a grow tent with an Arduino controls that detects the temperature and controls a high voltage fan via relay to cool down the plants. And it also has an LED strip to make it look cool.
Playing the piano is a lot of fun, but one part of playing the piano that isn't so fun is turning the page. That is why I created a hands-free page-turning machine using an ultrasonic sensor and a servo motor. In order to turn the page, the player must simply move their head into the path of the ultrasonic sensor in order to activate the servo motor.
So this is my engineering project, which is I just wanted to make like a watch / a reminder for me to drink water. So here, as you can see, the blue represents the number of seconds, The red LED represents the number of minutes that have passed, and the green LED represents the number of hours that have passed. So the blue and the red LED, the seconds and the minutes, go up in increments of 5, while the green goes up every hour, obviously. And here I'm gonna show an example of what the reminder is like. So right now I have it set to remind me every 10 seconds just for the demonstration of the video, but normally I would have 20-30 minutes. And as you see there, the vibration motor will keep on going off until I drink water.
Backwards, turn the other way, forwards. Okay, and then when it gets too close to an object, so I'll use my hand as an example. So if it's within 10 centimeters, I'm not able to go forward. I'm only able to go backwards and turn, so you can get out of that situation.
This is an automated drink dispenser with an Arduino controlling electronic valves to release the liquid of your choice.
So it's really neat. You can look around in game. I've never seen it like this. It's almost like VR, I find. And then so the other buttons, right, like if I were to press A, be the jump button, double tap it so it works perfectly how it usually does on controller, and then B, lets you drop stuff so it works just like a normal controller but with a gyro.
This is a homemade air hockey table complete with 3D printed components and electronics to control gameplay and the scoreboard. This is an Arduino controlled and pneumatics powered pool cue. This is an Arduino-powered RC car, complete with an original 3D printed chassis.
If your project was not featured in this video, it's not because I didn't like it, because I had to make some decisions, and so I tried to choose the projects that looked good on video. There were some amazing projects that didn't make this video just simply because there wasn't as much to look at, but in no way did that diminish their impressiveness.